Here we go. So first off today, the first part is we're going to continue plugging away on adding our rational expressions. Different denominators, right? So let's do the first one. Oh, or not. How about a over x plus b over x plus y? A over x plus b over x plus y. All right, those are not common denominators, are they? So we got to make them common denominators. By the way, our common denominator is going to be this. We just won't distribute it. X times x plus y, because it has to have a little bit of both in it. I can't just add the y because that's not multiplying. So I have to multiply to make a common denominator, right? Therefore, I have to actually multiply x times x plus y. So my first term is missing the x plus y, and this term is missing the x, right? So to make that happen, I have a times x plus y over x times x plus y plus bx, because times x, over x times x plus y. Now I have my common denominators. And what do I have when I'm done?
Ax y over x.
I have ax plus ay plus bx over x times x plus y, because all I did was distribute this to there. I used the distributive property to do that. Okay? I can make this a little bit simpler, and I can do x squared plus xy on the bottom as well. Distribute the x that way. Actually, it looks a little bit better if you do that. You don't have to. All right, let's try another one. What about this one? 4x plus a over a plus b plus c over x. What's my common denominator going to be?
X times a plus b.
X times a plus b. Great. I'll just go right here so I don't forget it. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this. I have x times 4x plus a over x times a plus b plus, this one is c times a plus b. I see with the curly cues so you can see it better. All right, as it's written right there, it's not quite done. Okay, so my final step is to do the distributive property. I can leave my denominator as it is, but I need to do the distributive property. So x to here, and c to here and here. All right, so when I do that, I get 4x squared plus ax plus ac plus bc over x times a plus b. I'm done. These are actually pretty short problems. They don't take you too long to do. Does that make sense? These look hard? Not too bad? Not too bad?
If you multiply it by x and c.
What do you mean?
Like
Here?
on the first one, y is 4x plus a multiplied by x and not a and b.
What are you talking about?
Like it's,
Because this one's by
no,
C.
the first one.
Where?
Because it's x times 4x plus a. I don't get why it's multiplied by x.
The x is right here.
Yeah, I don't get why it's an x.
What's my common denominator?
X times a plus b.
This one already has the a plus b.
Oh.
So I just have to have the
I
x.
just get so confused.
It's what it's missing. It's what it's missing. Okay? We'll do a couple more. So, hashtag, it's okay. All right, let's try another one. A plus b over x plus c over m plus d. Common denominator. What do you think it is? X and m. I just write it down. You don't have to do that. This one needs an m, this one needs an x, and d needs both of them. All right, so that's going to be m times a plus b over xm or mx, whatever. This one needs the x, that's the cx over xm plus dmx over xm. Okay, I became a rapper all of a sudden. All right, now you can do the distributive property to get ma plus mb plus cx plus dmx. They're all different, so you can't add them, over xm. Okay, and if you didn't distribute it, and if you just wrote this part down here like that, that'd be okay too. Okay? So you can't do anything with it. All right? So, a over b plus c minus x plus d plus m over k. Common denominator.
KB plus C.
Say that differently.
K times
K times b plus c. Gotta make sure we say it right, otherwise we have something totally different. All right, so this first one, my first term is missing the k, right? So that's gonna be AK, AK. Okay, minus, the x is missing everything, right? All right, so the x is missing the whole deal. So I'm going to write it like this: xk b plus c over k b plus c. And this one is missing the,
BC.
it's missing the b plus c, isn't it? Right? So this is going to be d plus m times b plus c over k times b plus c. Okay? We're almost done. Now, if you start doing the distributive property, it's going to get awfully confusing. If you do the distributive property, it's going to get awfully confusing, so don't. So now when you rewrite this for your final ending, it's going to be all over k times b plus c. So you're going to get ak minus xk times b plus c plus d plus m times b plus c. So don't bother distributing that, just write it all out on top. GG? All right. For some odd reason, the book decided to cover one more thing.
Because it's a jerk.
Because it's a jerk. And the last thing is called overall average. Overall average is not the average of the average. That's dumb. Overall average is something totally different. All right, so here's the overall average. So if I told you the average of the first 90 numbers was 4.
Where's 90 numbers?
The average of the first 90 numbers was 4, and the average of the next 10 numbers was 6. What is the overall average? Okay, so what's 4 times 90? So this is what we have to do.
Answer be 1?
360.
We have to do 4 times 90 plus 10 times 6.
420.
Okay? Which is 360
360
plus 60.
420.
Now, how many numbers did I tell you?
10.
No, I said the average of the, we have,
2.
the average of the first 90 numbers was 4.
So 9.
And I said the average of the next 10 was 6.
So we have 100 numbers.
Okay, so that's going to be divided by 100. Because there's 100 total, right?
Yeah.
But I have 2 averages here. So I unaveraged the 2. That's 420 divided by 10.
So you have 6, 9, and 4 over 1.
So you get 4.2.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Does that make sense? So all we did was we broke down the 2 averages into their sums and divided it by the new total. Okay, I think the only reason why I threw it in there is just so short, but it has nothing to do with what we just did.
And she said, you know what, we're just going to confuse everyone.
I don't like that they did that, and we'll talk about overall average again another day. So.